Hello, guys. Once again, this is your girl Dynamite. On this video, I intend to share, or I want to share a strategy I have tested severally, and I have made over 75% using this strategy. It's super simple. Okay. In this business, I wanted to understand that you don't need to know so many things. You don't need to know too much. Okay, you just have to keep it simple. If you are new in forex trading, I believe you may be going through some challenges right now. We all had those challenges. Okay, I'm here to shorten the distance. I'm here to help you improve. Okay, just follow me as I go. On this video right now, I actually want to let you in on how I use this simple moving average. Okay, very simple strategy to follow, not difficult. Just pay attention. If you can see my chart right now, okay, this is the Euro USD 1 hour chart. You can use this strategy I'm about to teach you now on any time frame. This is 30 minutes, this is 4 hours. Okay, this is 1 hour time frame. This is any time frame at all. 15 minutes for intraday traders. You can use the 30 minutes to any time frame at all. Now, what's the strategy? It's just simple. For every strategy, you have to learn to stick to the rule of that strategy. No strategy is 100% perfect. Okay, but if you can find a strategy that can pay you 75% all the time, you have made the best strategy. Yes, you've made the best strategy so far. Any pay at all. What I'm about to teach you now is super simple, easy to use, easy to assimilate. Okay, and we are going to be making do with this moving average with the period 20. Okay, if you're using the simple moving average, you can use simple moving average 20. If you're using exponential, right now for the purpose of this video, I am using exponential moving average 20 period. Okay, if you don't know how to add that, just if you're using your MT4, you get to where you have this on your mobile on your device. Okay, you go to where you have the F plus, you search for indicators, you find the moving average under the trend indicator. Under the trend here, we have different indicators. We have the oscillators, we have the volumes, we have Bill Williams. Okay, we have trends. So this is where you go to, where you have moving average. You tap on it and you do the setting. So this is what I use. You can choose any color. I choose to use red. That's my custom color for 20 moving average. Okay, and I use exponential, apply to close, shift 0. Okay, that's how. Then you click on done, and that's it. So that's where so the strategy is simple. It's simply called the break and retest. Now, whenever a structure is broken, I use the 20 moving average to know when a market is trending upwards or trending downwards. Yeah, you can call it a short-term trend. Okay, after all, what are you doing in the market for so long? You don't have to be in the market all day to know what's going on. So let me use this for example. This chart you're seeing right now. First of all, you should know that there is a pattern here. Okay, there's a pattern here already telling you that the market has reversed. Okay, this is a W pattern. This is a W pattern. This is the first leg and the second leg. Let me show you the first leg and the second leg. Okay, the first leg and the second leg, okay, of this chart has reversed, this was a strong reversal sign in this market. Okay, and then a structure here was broken. This structure was broken with this candle, and after the structure was broken, what happened? Price went above the moving average. You see that? Now, what is the strategy? You first of all wait for a structure to be broken like this. Whenever you see price under the moving average this way, you are looking out for sell opportunities. Whenever you see it above the moving average, you're looking out for buy opportunity. You don't have to complicate this issue. Just leave it simple. Forex is not as difficult as it seems or it looks. It is you, the trader, who makes it difficult. Try to make things simple and easy, okay? So this is it. First of all, the structure was broken. Let me delete this, okay? 20 moving average was broken, okay? And the price went above it. This is the price above it, okay? Now, how do you play this out? Whenever a structure is broken, what you need to look for is, do not just enter the trade. I do not enter the trade immediately it is broken, okay? When it is broken, I wait for a retest of that structure. I wait for the market to undergo a retest, something like this, okay? This structure is broken. I wait for it to return back, and I look out for price action around this zone and take my entry upward. Do you get that? So that is what is happening here. This zone is where the retest took place. And then when a retest takes place, you don't just get into a buy or sell because it has retested. You have to wait for price action around there. And before this, you have to have a candlestick knowledge. You need to know candlesticks that tell you that, okay, this is going to continue, this trend is going to continue, or it's not going to continue, or hold on. So for this right now, we can see that this very structure was broken and then became retested, and now there is a price action candle here. This is the entry point. After this retest, with these two reddish candles here, we now had a candle that came up to close above the two candles. We call that candle an engulfing candle. And so where you have this blue color line becomes your entry for a buy and sell, and the stop loss is just below where you have the line. It's as simple as that, okay? It's as simple as that. It's super easy. You don't have to complicate issues. Let's search for another example, okay? On this chart, it's everywhere. I mean, this is another form of retest here. This is another form of retest, okay? This structure was broken and sharply retested, and then it dropped. Sometimes it will give you an extended retest like this, okay? Let me make you see this clearly. The price was going up and then came back, broke a structure, okay, and retest that structure. Let's say this is a moving average, and price came back to test the moving average. You wait for a reversal, maybe candlestick, to show you that, okay, the market is ready. If you are trading the 1 hour, like what you're seeing here, you wait for the 1 hour candle to close. You take your entry from there. At this very point, this will be your entry, okay? So what am I trying to say now? On this chart you're seeing right here, we have this structure that was broken being retested sharply. This is another form of retest, okay? But if you do not know how to trade this, please do not trade it. And secondly, I need to make you understand that whenever you learn a new strategy, please, even as I showed you one or two things here, okay, you have to take out time to study. You have to study these things very well. Don't just jump into it. Now, look here, what we have here. Price was initially going in an upward direction, okay? Price was going this way, and then this structure got broken. And when it got broken, the market dropped too fast. this drop was just too fast. This is not the kind of drop we are looking for in this market. Okay, you have to take note of this too. There's a sizable kind of there's a kind of candlestick we are looking for. I don't look for a very long candlestick, because if you get in, you might lose. It might begin to pull back, okay, because that was a massive one. You cannot just jump into it and use it just like that. Okay, let me do this. Okay, you cannot just use anything like that. You have to be sure of the kind of candlestick you want to use. I'm actually looking for an arrow key. This candle is a no. It's way too big. I mean, just imagine how many pips this is. It just imagine you taking a trade from this point and it went above. No, you have to first of all wait for this structure. After the structure was broken, you have to wait for a retest of this zone. Let's say this was the retest. Okay, let's say this was the retest. This was where the structure was broken, and then it retested this zone. Okay, it retested this zone again, and it retested this zone where it came from. For example, it's following the moving average. Don't forget I said after a broken structure, allow this moving average, allow price to get back to the moving average. Okay, allow price to get back to the moving average. Then you look out for price action around that zone. Okay, look for price action around this zone. Look out for what will happen there. Okay, just like what I showed you over there, you have to look for a nameable pattern. Look for candlesticks. Look for a candlestick pattern that you know you can use. Okay, you can use. See a pattern like this. A pattern like this. This is the pattern you can actually use here. This is it. What pattern are you seeing here? What pattern are you seeing here? There's a retest. The candle actually touched the moving average and then closed by as a bearish candle, and that bearish candle actually closed below the body of the other candle. It closed below the body of the candle. This is it. Okay, it touched the body up here and then closed down here, and you just take your trade from here and you target how many pips. That's a lot of pips there. I mean, you target a lot of pips from that movement downwards. This is it. From the entry, you target all of this. Then you need to know how much you are willing to risk, how much you are willing to gain. This is it. So all you do in this market is just wait for a break and a retest of that structure. It's simple. It's not difficult. This was a nameable pattern. A nameable pattern here was formed. A bearish candle was formed, and then the entry from that point. Okay, the entry from that point where the black box ended. That's what you're supposed to look for. But for this, you cannot trade this just like that. The pattern is wrong. You cannot trade this just like that. You must wait for a touch on the moving average. You cannot trade this pattern, please. The pattern is wait for it to touch just like this one did. Wait for it to touch the moving average, and then after touching the moving average, look out for a nameable pattern to trade. Please don't forget, your stop loss has to be exactly right here. If you're taking a sell position, right here where this box is, this is where your take profit, your stop loss is supposed to be. And then this is where your entry is supposed to be, from here, at the very close of that candle. So you don't have much to lose, and then all of this becomes your profit. All of this becomes your profit. You just follow the process. Okay, you follow the process just the way it is. You keep trailing your stop until you have what you want, until you get what you want. Just follow it down there until you get what you want. Okay, this is your stop loss from the entry. I hope this helps. It's as simple as that. This strategy can go on and on and on and on and on. It's as simple as ABC. There is no complication in it at all. Now, if someone tells you that this strategy is 75%, I bet you it is one of the best strategies you can find in the market. What will make you successful in this business is how you apply it. How you apply it. Now look at on the other way around, when the price broke and went above, okay, above this moving average, there was a retest of this zone using an M and W structure. You need to watch my next video to see what an M and W structure is. Okay, and then looking at this, you can see that this market was reversed and created a kind of double bottom here that I call a W. Now our main pattern is not really about the W that was formed there. We're not talking about that now. We're not talking about that now. This is what we are focused on. We are focused on this very candle here. We are focused on the price action here that you can see. And now from that point, okay, from that point, this becomes your entry because it's already on an uptrend. This becomes your entry and this becomes your take profit zone. Okay, if that is your take profit zone, this then will have to be your stop loss zone. This will have to be your stop loss zone. Please, it's super easy. No complications here. I mean, no complications at all. This is your entry. This is your entry, and this is your stop loss. This is your stop loss below the wick. If it's going to work, it will work out. If it's going to fail, it's going to fail. Like I said, no strategy is 100%. All you need here is to stick by the rules, guys. I hope you can see that. We can keep going on and on and on and on. You keep seeing this. Market came back again right here. Market came back again right here. You can see this. You can see this. That this structure was broken. This is the structure that was broken here. Okay, now what do you do with this? You don't know. You have to wait until there's a retest. Where was the retest? This was the first retest here. This is the first retest you are seeing here. Price retested this candlestick, and then what else are you looking out for? You wait for a pattern, a reversal pattern, and this was a perfect one. This was the perfect pattern here that formed here and closed below. This was an engulfing pattern. I call this is an engulfing pattern. You just wait for that candle to close for you to be sure that the market is ready. Now the bulls were pulling this market back. When it got to the moving average served as a support, a resistance against the bulls, and then the BS took over the market again. Just like I did before, this zone is going to be your stop loss zone. Okay, this is going to be your stop loss zone. From where you have that arrow here, it's going to be your stop loss zone. You are going to keep it simple. You're not going to overcomplicate any issue. Don't wait to be sure, will it work, will it not work? You don't have to wait to know if it's going to work or not. You can never know when it will work and when it will fail. Another advice I will give to you is when you take this trade, you don't look out for big profits, long pips, many pips. You set your risk management properly. You tell yourself, this is what I want to make. If you want to make 20 pips, this strategy will give you 20 pips every blessed day of your life comfortably. Now you have to learn to manage, to have a proper risk management. That's the next thing you have to learn to do. So this is the red box there is your stop loss zone, where you have the arrow, this arrow, that is it. And where you have this green box to the extreme here is your take profit zone. Okay, you can go on and on and on. Let me keep showing you other examples of a broken structure that was retested. I would not advise you to take this, but the only reason why I would advise you to take this is because after the structure it's still on an uptrend, first of all, and then this massive candle came up here and broke all of these structures here. This whole structure was broken. All the structures here were broken. Okay, all the structure was broken. Even to this point, this range was broken with this massive candle. For me, I'll wait for a kind of pullback around this zone. I'll wait for a little pullback, because definitely after a long candle like that, there will always be a pullback in that zone. Sorry for this. There will always be a pullback in that zone. Okay, and this is the candle that actually broke out of that range. This candle broke out of the range. Then that should be your entry. Okay, that should be your entry. Look at this candle here. This range was broken by this candle, and then it was a bullish, it was still an uptrend. So you can take your trade from that very zone. Okay, from that very zone. This should be your entry. That should be your entry. Take profit zone and stop loss. Stop loss. Guys, super simple. I'll keep showing you other examples. This is it too, but it didn't touch. We are looking out for now. Please don't forget, I said forex trading is a rule-based business. You have to keep the rules of the business. You have to first of all be sure of a reason why you're taking the trade. This is another perfect scenario here. Look out for a neat retest, a neat pullback, and a retest, and a neat rejection like this one. This market broke out from this structure and then got revisited this zone again. Okay, and then gave you a nameable pattern there, a very beautiful retest with a candlestick pattern for entry. And this is now the entry. That becomes your entry. Okay, that becomes your entry, and this becomes your stop loss right here. This becomes your stop loss. That's a stop loss, and that's your entry. Okay, this is going for a buy. This is where you're actually going to be buying this market. You buy here, you target your take profits depending on how much you wish to, and this is your stop. Don't forget to use stop loss, please, guys. Now, if you test this strategy, okay, why I said this strategy is 75%, even more than 75% success, is that if you want to actually make enjoy it and experience 75% progress in this strategy, please, guys, stick to 1 or 2 pairs. If it pays today, it could give you 20% today, and then take off 5% tomorrow, and still give you another 40% tomorrow, and take off 5% next tomorrow, and give you another 50% tomorrow. Then by the end of the month, or by the end of 100 trades, you have 75 successful trades and 25 lost trades, which of course there is no loss. Everything was actually a success. So go through it again one by one, and you'll see it. This is it. Broken and retested. Broken and retested. Guys, just look out for a broken structure that got retested. And when it gets retested, the rule is, this is the rule. Number one, let me name the rule. Rule number one: broken structure. Number two, retest. Number three, price action. Price action. Price action. Number four, entry. Number five, stop loss. Number six, profit target. The main aim of the business is to know when to get out. Getting into the trade is not difficult, but getting out of the trade is difficult. You have to set a profit and set your stop loss. Your entry points, number one. Your stop loss, number two. Your take profit, number three, and you're out. The game is simple. Simple, super simple, guys, super simple. We can go on and 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 on. Make sure I touch it. This is the very perfect one here. It's still under the moving average. Every time it touches 200, sorry, every time it touches 20, you look out for a pattern around there. If it's going to fail, let it fail. But most of the time, it's going to work if you monitor it on a single pair or two. You don't have to trade all the pairs in the market to become a millionaire in forex. No, all you need to do is just have a structure, a system that pays. A system that pays. That's all you need. A system that pays. Don't forget, guys, after a structure is broken, the structure is broken, you look out for a nameable pattern, and that's your entry. This is actually an entry point here. You look out for a structure that is broken, and you take your entry after a retest. Guys, I hope this helped you. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I'm going to be dropping a lot of things. I'm going to be dropping a lot of strategies I have tested over time that can be of help to you. You don't have to know so much in this forex business to make it. What you need to know is just practice what practice what you know, and work with it. Test it out first of all. Please, as a new trader, learn to test things out for yourself. Test it out first before you actually use it. Test it out first before you actually use it. Use the demo account to try out a strategy. When you have perfected that strategy, you can now apply it to your trading experience and make money out of it. That's all I can say. Super simple. Broken structure, retested, and a nameable candlestick pattern, and off you are going with good, with a pocket full of good money, dollars. Yeah, dollars. It is everywhere. Break and retest, guys. See it here. This is JPUSD. Okay, let's go to Euro USD. You will see the same thing everywhere, every day. You can see on this day we did not really have much, but this day we had something close. Okay, something close here. Okay, when it got here, rejected, and the trend was reversed. with a notable structure here. Okay, and ever since it was reversed, price kept breaking in between the moving average. We don't trade this, please take note. Whenever you see price breaking in between the moving averages, one thing you should know is that yeah, this is actually a rising trend, but for this strategy it will be difficult for you to place your finger on what to do. This is a kind of a market trying to range. So in this situation, we'll call it a slight range market because it is ranging in between the moving average. So we don't want to be in this market. Okay, if you're going to stick by the rules, you will definitely not be able to trade this market because it doesn't meet our condition. The retest has to be neat on top of the moving average, got rejected, like what you have here. We're not talking about the one that's piercing across it. This is it, neatly retested on top, and your stop loss will just be, a little bit lower from your entry to give it room to breathe, a little bit lower. And then you have all of this to catch as your profit. You have all of this to catch as a profit from the entry. Okay, and this will actually be your entry. So guys, whatever you think, if you think this has helped you, please drop a comment. Okay, drop a comment on the comment box below. Don't forget to give me your likes, your thumbs up, and please do not forget to hit the subscription button if you haven't, so that when I drop other videos on other profitable strategies, you'll be first to be notified. Okay, forex is super simple. Look at it here again, just using one moving average. You don't have any problem. This is a retest, a clean retest, a very clean retest. Guys, I have tested this thing and I know what I'm telling you. Try it out for yourself and thank me later. Do not forget to subscribe, please. This is all you owe me. My job is to get into the market, get out stuff that can work for you to help you as a new trader. And even if you have been trading for a while, okay, this can also be of help to you. This is super simple. You don't have to know everything in forex trading. Okay, there are things you need to know, but this is one thing that will pay you. I am showing you a lot of examples now, okay, so that you can follow me and know what I'm talking about. Or if you don't take that entry there, you can take the entry right here when the structure is completely broken. Okay, when this part here, the former support and resistance has been broken now and now turned into it. Okay, this is it here. So this can be your entry, or this can be your entry, and this will definitely be your stop loss. Your stop loss, please don't forget, the stop loss has to be there. If you still want to be in this business, you have to put a stop loss there. So thank you guys, and it was nice doing business with you. And please do not forget to subscribe, and see you in our next video. Thank you and bye.